So till where hook 6 we have completed? Till hook 6 we have done, right? Hook 1 to 6 we are done. Okay. Create two more files, hook 7.js and hook 8.js. Hook 7.js and one more file, hook 8.js. Hook 8.js. विंडो 8 है कि 10 है आपका कि नया लैपटॉप है? ओके, विंडो 7 hook 7.js and hook 8.js. You will come to the hook 8.js. Hook 8.js file. Right inside, import React and then you don't need anything else in this, only React from React. Import React from React. Const item details equal to I will be capital. In item details, I will be capital. Export default item details. In this file, you will create a division return div, close the div, and for this div you will give the class name as this one. We have created the item list. Inside we have created the class or company. You have a class for company. You can call here class name equal to company class. Now under the company class, we can display here h5, write a name call, Cybertrix tech company name. Next call, next property call. Hello. Yeah. What's the name? Okay. Okay, so wait for 10 minutes. Counselor will call you back in 10 minutes. Name, tell me name again. Same number? Okay. 9, 5, 4. After that, you will get a call in some 10-15 minutes. Yeah, we have offline. Both are there. Okay, so let's go next. Imply keep as 100. Okay. Next paragraph, keep service as a IP. Next, location. Location. City. Okay. Then after that, a button, open, close. Inside you will write +91 97 405 7 058. So you are going to learn component reusability. How to reuse a component, write once and use again and again. Okay. So this component we have created. Now suppose this component if we call 10 times, what it will print? Same output. This component if we call 10 times, what it will print? It will give the same output every time. So let us see first what is the component reusability. React definition itself first line is React give reusability of the reusability feature. What is that reusability? Component reusability. Create a file one time and call it many times. Write a function one time and call it many times. Okay. So how that point works? So hook 8 is ready. Hook 8 will be the part of hook 7. Hook 8 we are going to call under the hook 7. So let's come to the hook 7 now. Written or going on. Once you get ready, let me know in the chat. Okay, ready. So let's go to the next file. That is called hook 7 file. Inside hook 7 file, import React from React. Next to that, const, not write hook 7 at least, company list. Company list is the function name. Next, you can write here return division ID equal to height 500, H1 React.js component reuse example. React.js component reuse example align equal to center. Okay, ready? Now you are going to import that component just now you have created. Import what is the function name we are given? Oh, function name is item details. Data is a company details. It's not matching no, all. Okay, so hold on. Come to your hook 8 file. Here instead of item details, write company details. Function name change as a company details. Company details. Ready? The hope written company details. Save the file. Now under the hook 7, we have to import the company details. Company details from hook 8.js file. Imported company details from hook 8.js file. I will post it already in the application. Okay, company details. Company details hope you are written. Come down. Now the company details component you are going to call here. Company details you will call here. One time, save the file, and hook 7 add under the routing and check anything is loading. Export default company list. Hope you imported the file into the app.cs file. Come to the app.js file. You have to call the company list. If it's work, you can reply me. Not working. Company list. Company list is the name of the component. Company I given the path. reuse, component reuse. I have given the heading. Now it should work. Component reuse is the text for me. It is displaying one component details. Something like this. Because we are calling the company component one time. Company details component we have called one time. So still not, it is reusability. Copy this and paste again. Paste again. Paste again. Paste again and paste again. So same component you are calling again and again. That will become as a component reuse. Now we can call here. See, I call 4-5 times. It's going now. Many times I have also overlapping happen. Clear block is required in this. Since float left was written, so at last we have created one ID or class. Remember ID. So it will remove that overlapping problem. Then you can see here, same component become as a reuse. So if anyone asks, how can you say React is a component? React gives the component reusability. So we can say this way. Suppose I have created a component. Inside component, whichever the functionalities are written, if I want to reuse that component, the same component we can call in another component multiple times. What will happen? The same component will be reused again and again and again. That is called component reusability. Component reusability. Now next we have to understand called props. What is the props? This is not example of props. Props we have not used in this. Properties we have not used in this. In this, just only we show the component reusability. So for props related, I will help you out to create other example so that you will understand. Yes, component reusability and props can be implemented together and can be implemented separate also. So in this page, as of now, we can see everywhere same company details are coming. If you want to change the company name, then without props you can't do. You have to use here called properties. And through properties, you will pass the company name, number of employees, service, and location from one page to other page. That will be called as a properties. So as of now, this is without property. This is the fixed content. Whenever you call the company details component, it will give the same data, same data, same data. Okay, so clear. This is just only component reusability. Next example we are going to see, that will be the component reusability using the properties, so that whenever you call this component, the data will be different. Component will be same, but the data will be different. Data will be different. Okay. Go ahead. Hope no error. Then we'll create another file. One component called item and another component called the item details. Or maybe we can create a user and user details. Maybe we can create product and product details. But let us check first what are the files are exist. So we have already project, register, service, and home, footer, contact, about. This all we have. We don't have anything called item. We have nothing called item and item details, right? So create next file. Next file will be hook9.js and hook10.js. Two files you create, hook9.js and hook10.js. Hook9.js and one more file, hook10.js. Okay, hook10.js is ready. Come to the hook10.js. And under the hook8.js, we have written something. Yes. Hook8. This content you can copy everything. You can take the copy of hook8 and paste under the hook10. Hook10 is the copy of hook8. Okay. Hook 10 is the copy of hook 8. Now you will change here the function name and the item details. Item details. D capital I have given. Below also you can keep similar D capital. And next, right here called apple. Rupees 200 or 300 per kg. And then QTY, it 100. Button buy now. Okay, hope ready. Now this component name is called item details. This also we have made it a static still. We will make it dynamic as well. So hope your item details each component is ready. That is called hook 10. Okay, ready? Now come to the hook 9 page. Hook 9 page, you can take the copy of 7. Hook 9 can be the copy of 7. And in that we will import which component? Item details component. And this will be called as a item list. React this component reuse plus props. Call here that component item details once. Item list will be the name of You can add this file in the routing again. Check once your page is loading or not. So, item list. Come to your app file. Import item list from hook9.js. Item and give the heading as a props. Come down. This should be item only. Yes, we are getting the details of one company, sorry, one item, and your page is loading as well. Yeah. So this we will make based on properties. Okay. So which component I'm calling here? Under the 9, I'm calling the item details. In item details, what I have added? No, I have added something else that is coming something else. Maybe I need to reload the page. Still similar.
Sir, you have to import hook 10, sir.
Hook 10. Okay. What I have imported? Hook 9.
In hook 9.
Item details. Under the hook 9, I have item details from hook 10. So here is the problem. Item details. Under the hook 9, item details. Okay, so it is given now. Now in this, they will pass the properties. So let's come to your first hook 10.js file. Under the hook 10.js file, okay, under the hook 10.js file, function we have learned with parameter, remember? Function without parameter, function with parameter. Property is same, parameter only. Now suppose I will use a variable here called props. This variable can be anything. It is not necessary only props. It can be anything. Now we can write here inside the props. We are going to send multiple values. So we can write here props dot name, or maybe you can write here item name. Props dot item name. So under the props object, we have to send which one? Item name as a property. Then we can write here instead of 300 per kg, we can write here called props dot item price. Item price. Then quantity. Props dot item qty. Next, by now let it be same. So whenever you call this component, how many values you have to send? Right? Whenever we call this component, how many values we have to send? Whenever we call this component, we have to send total 3 values. Item name, item price, item qty. Whoever will call, anyone can call this component. In your project folder, any component can call this component item details, but whoever will call the item details, they have to pass the item name, item price, and item qty. So these 3 becomes a property here. These 3 become a properties. And how many you are passing? Multiple properties, right? So properties shortcut is called as props. Props, okay? So it is called as what? Properties. So now we are creating our own property that is called item name, item price, and item qty. Now how to pass that? Let's come to the hook 9. Hope written. Okay, so come to the hook 9. Inside the hook 9, item details you are calling. Now let us pass the property in that. See, align is the property, center is the value. ID is the property, height 500 is the value. ID is the property, clear block is the value. We write input as a tag, type as a property, text as a value. Then we write placeholder equal to enter your name. Placeholder is the property, enter your name is the value. So those all are predefined. But what you are using under the hook 10, item name, item price, item quantity is going to be as a user defined. For which component? For the item details component. Your component name is item details. File name is called hook10.js. So at this place you will write item name equal to mango. Okay. Item price equal to 200 per kg. Item QTY equal to 5. Check now. Your page should display the dynamic value. So for the item details, you are creating a property that is called item name. You are creating a property called item price. You are creating a property called item QTY. Hope ready? Check now. Is it printing? Mango 200 and quantity is 5. Now same component copy again. So this becomes a properties. Now the same component I am going to call 2 times. So becomes a reusable. Nana 40 rupees kg. Quantity is a 3. You will see this component becomes a reusable. Printed 2 times. Now same thing you copy and paste 20 times. With the value it will keep printing. So when you go for interview, people ask what is the properties, what is the props. You can say when I use the component reusability feature of React, when I write the component 1 times and use many times, there will be possibility of duplicate data. So in that case, we want a component should get reused many times, but whenever we call, it should display with the new record. It should not display the same record. So in that case, what I will do, I will use the props feature, and using props feature, I can send the value from one component to other component. And that is for the properties. Okay. Okay, so clear. Check now. It's printing how many times? Many times. So you are calling many times with the static data. There can be data is stored inside the array, read from array and give to props. Right? There can be opportunity where you will have a data inside the array, but you have to implement based on props and component reusability. Like suppose 5 item details we have in array and we want to use based on this feature. Then we can read from the array and we can give to this component item details. Item details will print easily. So that I will guide you now. So spend 2 minute time and understand what is happening. Item name, item price, item QTY. How many values? 3 values, 3 properties. You are giving to the item details component. So item details is a function name. So item name, item price, item quantity, all will come and store under this variable. Which variable? Props variable. So under the props variable, you will find 3 things: item name, item price, and item quantity. You can pass 100 properties also, no problem. Whatever the property you pass from there, all will come under this, and you can print here easily. Whichever the design you want to do, you can do that. Okay. So this is called feature called props. Now create one array here of 5 items and share me the array. Array name you can give item list, or maybe array name you can give my item, and it should hold total 5 item name price quantity. Create array of 5 item name price quantity. Constant variable you can create. कुछ कीजिए. Create a array of 5 items. Their name price quantity will come. Create a array of 5 items. The name price and so hope the array you created. Please share in the chat. If anyone has created the array, share in the chat how you created the array. This way, if you go for interview and anyone will ask you create an array of 5 elements, if you just sit silently, what they will think here? That look like not even good performance. Best and better is something else. If this way is the scenario, then you can't expect the first interview with the offer letter. Before your batch, one batch was there. Not before that batch, 11:30. Recently they have finished. Okay, in that some people was in such a way where first interview, 3 people got selected in one company, 4 lakh plus salary as a fresher, 2014-15 pass out there. They were thinking to put fake experience. I could learn well and go for interview with that chance. My very good knowledge. Okay, so this way, if we out of 17, 18 people, send only how many people? 2 people. See this line I have teaching JavaScript also. You have learned in the React also many times, not one time, 2 times, many times. Create array of 5 elements, name, price, quantity. That made you fail. So all are failed today. Okay. All are failed in one simple test. What is that? Create an array of 5 elements. 100% people are failed. 2% reply. All are failed remaining. Okay. Okay, let's come now. I will guide you how to read the data from array and call the. So let's go here. Now item dot map. You can run here. Inside that, you can use info as a variable, index as a position. You will come down. You can write here return this component. Item details component. Right here, item name, is the name of the property, where info dot name is the object from the array. Similar way, item price equal to info dot price. From array you are sending to where properties. Item qty equal to info dot qty. Info dot qty, and you can use here one default property as a key. We have not made it's a default property as a key. Now it will show you the list of items from array also. For checking, check now, it will display the list of all the items are coming. So it is happening based on properties and map method. Based on properties and map method. Ready? So this is called component reusability, and another one is called component reusability with the props. Okay, so here you saw how to get the data from JSON server, how to delete that, how to add that. Next one was like we have read the data from somewhere else also, server here. Some component was based on here reading the data, writing the data, saving, listing, deleting. This all we have seen. We will work tomorrow on next component, that is called use params. Use params. Okay, but practice it. Practice it. Sit and practice. Then only will be helpful. Props and which one? Props and component reusability. You can practice something. Let me guide you with one photo. Okay, so today all component I'll share you in your chat. After tomorrow class, we will learn the class component. This week we have classes, so we'll see the timing, how we are going to manage. This weekend, Saturday, Sunday, we will be sitting for the class component. Okay, so both the files came to your chat, you can use it. And you can create one page. You can create one page based on component reusability. That should be like this. One section in the left side, category, and one section in the right side, blog. Okay. Categories, like suppose we can write here shopping. Next category we can write here called marketing. Next category we can write here called education. Next category we can write here called banking. We can write here called something called jobs, finance. This list will appear in the where left side. This list is going to appear in the left side. After that, in the right hand side, there will be heading like this. Blog 1. Blog 1. And here some text about that. Below, some text about the blog. Text about the blog. Okay. Some text about the blog. One blog. Second blog. Blog 2. Third blog. Blog 3. Fourth blog. Fourth blog. So this should be based on component reusability. You have to create a page called blog details, and one page will be called as a blog. And you have to pass two things, title and details, title and details. Today we have used how many properties? 4 properties. Item name, item price, item quantity. In this 2 property, title and details. And you will have one page called blog, another page called blog details. Blog details is a component for reusable, like how we have created item details. Like, and page should look like this. This data should come from the array in the left hand side, and this should come from their component reusability, something like this. Okay, so this is the homework. You can try it and take the photo.